until we settle down. Did you bring a laptop or a tablet so you can try to be a student? Because if so, and I'm giving you the code to get in. Just going to give you. You're welcome. And for you. Would you like to try to be a student? Here you go. So to log in, you need to go to, it's written here. Oops, Jesus Christ. movememusic.com and choose the pupil, movememusic.com. M-O-V-E-M-I, move me, U-S-I-C.com. The wife. Yeah, of course. 1 second, I'm going to ask. Clary. Because a wifi kódot kérik, hogy... Balas, you need to choose the... I don't know if you can read it, but you need to choose the Balashi. It's B-A-L-A-S-S-I. Oh, there she is. If you're struggling with the logging in as a pupil, just let me know, because it might be sometimes difficult. Hopefully the connection works now, because I didn't have any problem in the morning. So let's hope it stays that way. It won't work on phone though.
It doesn't work.
No, but you would be able to log in, but you won't see properly on a phone. So the minimum size should be the tablet size, like this one, okay, 9.7 inch, or whatever it's called. Oh, wow. Straight away. I think you're the first one who could do it in the first try. Music. Move me. Music.com. Yeah, that should be the one. Mm-hmm. You can see a test here, which I just opened for kids.
Pitääkö olla toi O-vippa? Pitääkö olla tässä salasanassa tää O-vippa? Ei, mä oon täysin. Ai, okei.
Joo, mä kirjoitin ilossa.
Se on sitten tuo osoite. Eiku salasana.
So that's the website you need to go to. And choose the pupil. You can keep the QR codes, and I keep the homework up until the end of this weekend. So when you go home and you want to just play around with the homeworks, you can. So you don't have to give the QR code back. Ooh, I can see number 7, number 8 online. Number 3. Most még bejelentkeznek, aztán mindjárt.
Csak meg kéne mentenünk estére jön Dennis.
Hol van? Szerintem csak simán megfogod és elmész vele. If you struggle with the camera, there's the long code you can actually add in.
I can't make it. I tried with photo booth, but
Oh, that won't work. You open the web.
I
Safari.
have it here. Web.
Yeah. A Safari.
Yes, Safari. Where I have it.
It's yeah. Okay, and now you need to write in.
Here.
Yeah, move me music. I'll put it up on the screen. This. Yeah.
Yeah,
You might have.
it's not. It was there, but
Okay, just try to refresh it. Hopefully. Seems like something.
Riippuu laitteesta.
miten? Exactly.
Yeah? Sounds promising.
I mean, okay.
It will come up, the opening screen. Okay, and now you need to choose pupil. Yeah. The read QR code. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let the camera. So use the camera. Okay.
No. Right.
You are in. All yours.
Thank you.
Anybody any help? Or
Page. I mean,
that's the movememusic.com.
what we did yesterday.
The Kodály hub.
Yeah.
We'll do the after. We just play with this one a little bit and then. Okay. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's refresh. Okay. So let's start. I brought you a song. So let's pretend you are my little kids. I brought you a song, and it goes like this. Here comes the bluebird through the window. Hey, diddle do my day, day, day. There's more verses, but we're just gonna concentrate on the first one because the rhythm is the same. So what I like you to do, just get your hand ready and try to, in the air, try to draw how my voice goes. If my voice goes higher, then you draw higher. If it goes lower, then you go down. We start from here. You. Here comes the bluebird through the window. Hey, diddle do my day, day, day. Very good. So now I'm going to send, you will need to check your screens. I will send you your first task. We're just going to concentrate on the very beginning. That goes, Here comes the bluebird. Now we drew it in the air. You will have to do the same on the screen. You would see this, a little ducky. Unfortunately, I don't have another type of bird in this one. You need to grab the duck and go and move it the way my voice goes and the melody goes. Just the very beginning, and I'm slowing it down. Here comes the bluebird. If you did it, I'm gonna go around, but it should be like around more or less the similar. Here comes the bluebird. More or less. But you can grab your ducky and go back to the beginning and go around. I'm gonna sing it again and check whether you drew the line the way my voice went or moved. I'm going from the beginning. Here comes the bluebird. If you click on the blue arrow, you can start all over again if you're not happy with your solution. So you can do it as many times as you want. With the touch screen, it's slightly bit easier than doing on the iPad. Yeah. Nice.
Okay,
No, that's very nice. Good. Good job. Let's try to figure, I don't know how you do it here in Finland, but in Hungary, with the little ones, we put the notes onto our bodies as well. And so lives on our shoulder. The la is on our head. The mi is on the hip. The re is here on the thigh. Do is on the knees. Fa is around here. So that's how we go. And then the high do would be like this. What do you think if I say, I use these three little notes, la, so, mi. La, so, mi. Which one I started the song on? Here comes the bluebird. Where should I put my hand? Did I start on the lowest one? The middle one, because I could still go higher. If you check your drawing and it looks a little bit like this, then guess. Or did I start on the top one? On the shoulder. So now we're gonna move it out. Here comes the bluebird. Excellent. You will have now your next job, which will be this similar as moving, but now you will have to move the notes themselves. 1 second is find a missing melody. This is what you should see. The very first note is at the position where I start my singing. You shouldn't move the very first one. You move the other ones according how the notes and my voice and the melody goes. Here comes the bluebird. So you just grab the end and then you move it up and down the way you think it went, up or down. Try to think that were they steps or there was a jump as well, because if there's a jump, you might need to move that note a little bit further. Here comes the bluebird. If you did it correctly, then you should see the letters under, the solfa letters with the colors. Let's have a little quick look. And you can submit. There is a submit button in the bottom left. If you press that one, I can tell you that how you did. So far, so good. Very good. I don't know why, but it should be in the order of how quick you were doing it. I'm gonna make this
You mean
this on the teachers.
or doing?
When you submit. So submit is when the system can see that yes, actually the children did, but it should be in the order of how quick they sent and not just how they logged in. So now we can sing it with solfa, that little tiny bit of melody part. So I put it on the screen as well. You will see the on your screens. So, la, so, mi. Do you use hand signs for solfa? With the little ones, we tend to use both hands because they're not quite sure which one is their left, which one is their right. How do you, when you do it in the mirror, so just use both hands. When they're a little bit older, then you can just leave and use one hand. So let's sing it together. Re, de. So, la, so, mi. Very good. Now we know the very first part of our song. You will have your next job. Obviously, when you have a whole lesson, you're not gonna use all the different tasks in one lesson. You just, okay, so today we're gonna focus on how the melody goes, and you just use the draw the melodic contour, what we started with. Or when it's a very difficult melodic turn, you use this one so they can figure out and then they see the solfa. We suggest to use around 10-12 minutes during a lesson, this app. Otherwise, it's just, this will get boring for them as well, because it's just constant on that. Okay. Now this one. The song started with so, la, so, mi. I sing the melody I sing the song first. Tell me if you heard this particular first bit one more time, or I sang completely different. Re, de. Here comes the bluebird through the window. Was it the same as the first one? Very good. Now listen to the second part. Hey, diddle do my day, day, day. Was it different? Completely, melodic-wise and rhythm-wise. Now I'm just gonna clap the rhythm. You see the little rhythmic elements. Sometimes a rhythmic element can fit in a whole bar. Sometimes it's just part of the bar. Grab the cards and put them in order the way I clap it. These are my beats, these are my tas. Re, de. Hey, diddle do my day, day, day. I'll do it one more time just to make sure you have enough time and think. Re, de. Hey, diddle do my day, day, day. Let's see. You need to submit again. So you've on the bottom left side. Oh, it's a perfect group. Everybody is 100%. So clever. So now we're gonna clap together the rhythm, the way it went. Diddle do my day, day, day. And we're using the names of the rhythm. So when it's a minim, it's ta, ti, 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 ta, ta, ta. We usually clap it this way, the ta, so you can show the length of the minim. So we're clapping together. Re, de. Ta, ti, 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 ta, ta, ta. Perfect. If my kids were like you, I wouldn't have to teach much. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna skip that one. We're gonna, let's say, sometimes you're talking about that the TTs are, yep, it depends on the teacher. I usually do the snapping for TTs, but the tiny ones struggle sometimes. So sometimes I just just do we call it cheep cheep choker. When you do the cheep cheep choker, there's a song for it. So they're just doing this, but this one doesn't make any sound. So when we recognizing the rhythm, I usually ask them to clap. When they already know the rhythm, we're using if they can snap, they can do the snapping. If they cannot, then they do this movement instead of clapping for the TTs. But the tatas are always clap, the longer ones are like that. So now it will be on the screen. We will have a little bit of rhythm conversation. You will see it on your tablets as well, but you will need your hands. I will be the top line. You will be the bottom line. As you see, you need to repeat. So it won't be that difficult, but we need to make it a little bit more moving. So this my first 2 bars, then you, then me, then you. Okay? Re, di, tam, ti, ta, ta. Tam, ti, ta, ta. Perfect. Now it's going to get more difficult because you will have this in the bottom part, but you will have a different rhythm on the top part. So let's do together now the top line. So you will have to always go and check the top ones. Now we can do the titties with the snapping. Ta is a long one, ta is a normal clap. Okay? 1, 2, re, di. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Ta, ti, 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 ta, ta, ta. Perfect. Now we're going to do the bottom part, which is quite familiar because that's what we just did before. But you have to do it now 4 times in a row, and we're doing it all together. 1, 2, re, di. Tam, ti, ta. Second time, third time, and the last time. You're gonna keep this one. I will clap the top part, but try to listen what I clap, because then we're going to swap, and you will be the top part, and I'm gonna be the bottom one. So together, you're doing the bottom part, I'm doing the top. 1, 2, re, di. Da, di, di. Perfect. Swap. We're gonna. You're working ahead. Guys, I wanted to stop and then just to make sure that everybody gets it, because sometimes when you work with little ones, it's like, okay, now we stop it. What should I do? What did you just say? So we always have to stop. So now we're gonna do the other way around. You are the top, I'm the bottom. Sorry, I'm the bottom. 1, 2, re, di. Perfect. Now we're gonna split into 2. You 3, top part. You ladies, bottom part. And now we're not gonna stop at the end. straight away doing the second time, but swapping. So first time, you're gonna check the top part. When you got to the end, you start from the beginning, but doing the bottom, and you the other way around. 1, 2, re, re. Swap. Good. Now I'm going to sing the song because you need to clap the bottom part. Do the bottom part. I'm going to sing the song. Try to find if the rhythm is the same of the song as the top part. If so, then we're going to learn the song and you will have to do the clapping and singing together. So you doing the bottom part, clapping, just try to listen to the rhythm of my song. 1, 2, ready. Here comes the bluebird through the window. Hey, little do my day, day, day. Did it match? Yes. Now we're going to learn the song. You heard it a few times, so probably it will be a very quick one. I sing one motive, so 2 bars, 2 bars, 2 bars, and you just repeat it back. So here we go. Here comes the bluebird.
Here comes the bluebird.
Through the window.
Through the window.
Hey, diddle do my day, day, day. I was gonna sing the top line, you repeat, and then the bottom line, you repeat. Here we go. Here comes the bluebird through the window.
Here comes the bluebird through the window.
Hey, diddle do my day, day, day. From the beginning, everybody. And here comes the bluebird through the window. Hey, diddle do my day, day, day. And again. Here comes the bluebird through the window. Hey, diddle do my day, day, day. Perfect. So probably when we do it with little ones, this takes about 2 or 3 lessons because we learn the song, we move out the notes, we put them on the 5-line stave, we do the rhythms, do the ostinato, and then putting it all together. But you are so good now, so we did it in one go. I set some homework up because I want to show you the Kodály hub. We're not gonna go into the homework, but you can keep your QR codes, and for the weekend, you just go back and you can play around. If you'd like, I might just add some more, so you can check out if it's in 3/8 or in 3/8. 6/8 or a more difficult rhythm, so you can play around and check out how the pupil side is of the app, okay? But now we're gonna move on to our lovely Kodály app. So if you want to, you can close your laptops, because we now moving on to the Kodály hub. So this one, as I mentioned yesterday, in cooperation with the Scottish and the Dutch people, the goal was to make a resource for teachers, Kodály teachers from all around the world, having analyzed songs, having pedagogical materials, as many information as we have about Kodály, so people can check all around. When you open the Kodály hub, this is how it looks like. There are many functions available without registering on the website. So for example, you can always go and check the calendar. Now this is our weekend, 2 days, which I added here. You can go back what we had before, and you can check in advance. We try to keep it updated, but with the pandemic, when everything went online, something were cancelled, something were moved to a different date, it was quite difficult to follow what to move, where to put what. But we try to keep it as updated as possible in the calendar. Then another one you can always check without registering is all the things about Kodály. So if you click on the Kodály menu, you could read about his life. You can check his publications. So for some reason, my touchpad doesn't work properly. Compositions, what he did when he went around, especially in Hungary and around Hungary, collecting the Hungarian folk songs so they don't get lost. And not just folk songs, but games and the culture, let's put it that way. Then you can check a short movie about his life, but it's a short one. There's another one if you go on the Kodály Institute's YouTube channel. The other one is on there as well. It's a little bit longer, and you can hear many teachers from all around the world talking about Kodály, how they met Kodály and the whole philosophy, how they built it into their everyday life. But it's a very beautiful short movie about him. Then the Kodály Institute, if you click on this one, it will take you to the Kodály Institute in Kecskemét's website. The language is set into English. If you want to change it to Hungarian, you can. But there's slightly bit different content because it's not some things are not relevant for the Hungarian teachers and some things are not relevant for the foreign students. But you can always read about what we're working on, what we're trying to develop, if we have any seminar or masterclass coming up, what the building is, who the teachers are, so everything about the Kodály Institute's life. You can check here. You don't need to register for that one.
Sorry, just a quick question, because we were wondering, is it like this the Liszt Academy somehow combined with that?
Okay, so I know it's a confusion everywhere. So what is it about? So back in 2000, I think it started around 2006, 7, and 8, and by 2010, the Kodály Institute just became part of the Liszt Academy of Budapest. It stayed in Kecskemét, but the main employer, let's put it that way, is the Liszt Academy. So the Kodály Institute was before a sovereign separate school, but then it became part of. So now you have, if we have the official name is the, what is it? Kodály Institute in Kecskemét of the Liszt Academy of Budapest. So it's like a long name, but it is part of the academy now. Then what you can see as a non-registered user, the concept, what is all Kodály about, the principles. It's a little bit long, but worth reading because you can learn about a lot. Why singing is important, why movable do is good for inner hearing and actually intonation, using hand signs and using movements with singing together, and all that is written in there, so it's worth reading. Then, sorry, okay, the internet is, okay, publication, it's all about what he wrote or composed or what was actually published, the list, who was the publisher, and I think, I'm not sure if it's still, if it's on there, but where you can buy them or order them, there are some links. So it's if you're looking for something and you know it was written by Kodály, but I'm not sure what it is, this is the place to go through and check whether it was his or it's a different work. Sorry, you need a little wait. Okay, for teachers, this is one of the major part that helps teachers. This is available again for non-registered users as well. If you go to methodology, materials, loads and loads of things. So for example, practical guide to choral and individual vocal training. A lovely lady from The Hague has these little lessons. If you've got problem with high notes, or if you've got very sore throat, or if you got tension, how you can deal with. And she gives tips via, because there are loads and loads of videos. Hey. It takes a little bit of time to load. So might need to change the Wi-Fi. So videos are uploaded here and you can check. And as I mentioned, so many different objects on what to do, how to help. And this is her way. Her name is Irene. I hope I pronounce it good. Verboorg. Not sure. She is from the Netherlands. This is available for non-registered users. Let's go back. Singing games. That's Lucinda and Karen from the National Youth Choir. They started doing the solitary games, but it comes all from doing little singing games, but starting from the very young ones up until even the adults enjoy those games. And it's a writing about this whole system. It was written by Karen. Karen is the daughter of Lucinda. Why is it good? How to do, what to do, giving you ideas. So this is a very good writing as well if you want to do singing games and involve moving into your lessons. Okay. Sorry, I went in the wrong one. Materials. A different writing from the Netherlands. So it's worth, I'm not gonna go through in all of these because there is another one I really want to show you. Approaches, that's a writing from Bori. So again, what you just saw as an appetizer in these 2 days, a well-written document about why is it good, how to, what she, because she even has this here the age range and what is suitable for them, or it's not just suitable for them, what is worth dealing with, rhythm-wise, notes-wise, moving-wise, what is it good, why is it good, what is it developed. So it's very good writing again about moving and singing helps the children in many ways, not just in the musical way. Okay, because there's one more, that's the choral etudes. It's László Norbert Nemes, who's the director of the Kecskemét Institute. This is his practice. He literally took the Kodály Ádám book and made it into different chapters for 8 different age groups, and it gives you practical ideas how to actually use the material written in the book, what to do with it, how to do with it, how to approach the kids with the material, and gives you tips, little excerpts and examples. So again, and it's split it into age groups. So if you have just kids who are 8, 9 years old, this is perfect for them. If you've got elder ones, you go to the age 12, 13, whichever age group you need. This is based on the Hungarian system where I don't know how it's here, but we start primary school when they are 6, 7 years old. And after 8 years, they leave primary school and they start their secondary school or middle school or gymnasium or whatever name you want to give it to when they are 14. So the Kodály Adam book is for that age group, what we call as a primary age. Again, and this one, if you deal with boys whose voice changing, that's a downloadable PDF file where it's by the National Youth Choir of Scotland, how you can help them, what to do, how to do, if you've got boys in your class. And you can download it, save it, and it's all yours. And now we've reached the three biggest part of the Kodály hub, where you need to register to be able to have access to. It's the music book, the community, and Kodály's principles in the perspective of the 21st century. To register, it's a very easy thing to do. You just have to give your name, a username you need to choose, password, email address. Why we ask these to be filled in is that we see the people, which part of the world are from. So we know how big our community is, and then you can check whether in Finland there are any other Kodály teachers, and you want to, she lives just 100 kilometers away from me, so we might we might meet halfway through and then talk about all the things. So the reason why, because we need to know and we want to know where the users are from. So it's an easy few steps procedure to join, but I already have my own, as usually, and all. And when you log in, the first page will look the same, exactly the same. Everything is the same, apart from when you click on the music book. If you're not registered, it will tell you that only signed in people have access to. But now, because I'm signed in, I have this beautiful opportunity to go through and actually check any material I need for my lessons. Now we split the analyzed songs and music into three big groups. We've got the songs are the ones we usually have game with, and those are the ones you can sing. We have music listening, where you can upload. So, for example, Laszlo, everybody loves when Laszlo does the Royal March of the Lion, Saint-Saëns, Carnival of the Animals, first movement, and he has this very nice choreography to dance on the music. I think it's in there. We're going to need to check it. So you can upload here your own, or you can check what the others uploaded. And then you have choral music put on. So let's say now, I don't know, I haven't checked this Ave Maria. So when you go into one, you will have the sheet music. What we ask, because of copyrights and royalties, that you not using a photo of a published sheet music, you have to kind of prepare your own. And sometimes you need to, because there are some games where it's easier to actually make a prepared sheet music where you just know that this is the clapping, this is the snapping, this is the stomping, this circle means you just go around, than writing it down. It makes it more visual and more understandable. And then if you just roll down, it doesn't matter if it's a song with game, if it's a choral music, or if it's a music listening, the analysis part is below the material, where you need to fill out certain criteria. It slightly differs between what you need to fill out when you upload a song, what you need to fill out when you have a music listening, and for choral music. So now I'm going to go back to this page. If the songs is the default, so when you open the music book, it always will go into the song menu. And on the left-hand side, here is when you can search within the songs by what you need. So for example, if it's by the type, you need something that is only vocal, a cappella. You don't want anything else, just a cappella. You just choose that one, and it straight away narrows down the songs onto those ones which are just vocal. If you just cross it out, then it all goes back to all. If you want traditional or composed. The composer, be careful, because we try to check everything and there's no spelling mistake or something, but just be careful when you write composer name, because it's not a list you can choose from. You have to type in. So if you make a mistake, probably it won't find, or if the person who uploaded made a mistake and we didn't find it because it was just 2 letters swapped, then probably it won't find it. Genre, loads and loads of you can choose from. Because, for example, I want to do canons this time, and I choose all the canons, and you can open any of them. Or type of choir, voicing, language. What we found out, I think it was just by accident, that language teacher loved this site as well, because they could use the language, and so as me, a Hungarian, if I were teaching English, it's like, okay, I need English songs. I'm just going to choose an English here, because especially the little ones learn easier when you sing, you do movements, and they don't realize that, okay, I actually learned a new language. So language teachers find this website very useful. Theme or occasion. You can check if there's any Christmas song now that is coming up. Rhythmic elements. Now, with this one, if you have, for example, tam, te, you won't be able to look for it as a tam, te. It might be a te tam, because you can only just check out anything that has a dotted crotchet. And if you do it the other way around, it's still a dotted crotchet, but it will have within the songs. But if you want songs just with triolas, then you just check out the triola, and it gives you all the songs that has triolas. Form type, if you're teaching more advanced kids, forms, sonata form or rondo form or whatever form, you can go through and check those ones out. Simple and compound meters, or irregular ones, if there's any meter changing, because there are quite a few Hungarian folk songs when you have meter changing in them. So you can find songs like that. If there's an acrosis, external, internal, range, it's good for, especially the little ones. Obviously, the little ones, they won't be able to sing from very low till very high. But if you check voice range, so I just want a song that moves within a fourth, then I'm just going to check out the P4 perfect fourth, and thus I know that all those songs are within a fourth that's suitable for smaller ones. Or the more advanced kids or elder kids or even adults, then they have a big voice range, then you can check those ones. Scale, bass progression, suggested age range. So even if I'm not sure about what their vocal ability is, but I know my kids are between 5 and 7, because I'm teaching lower primary. Just go and check lower primary songs, and check all the list. So now I showed you what. When you click on one song, if you have dice next to it under the column of game, that means there is something written in there. It's either a body percussion game or a circle game or whatever game, but there is something for that song. So let's say if there's any Finnish. Where is my language? Finnish. Ooh, unfortunately, there's no Finnish songs yet. So let's go to English one. That's what we all speak. So, for example, let's say which one you'd like to. A Little Frog in a Pond. Is it okay? So when you open, if it's a song that has the most criteria you should or you have to fill out. You have the song, it's in 6/8, written on a crucis. You will have to give the basic details, the title or the starting line, if it's a traditional one, the language, was it published? If it was published, where was it published? And the more detail you give, the easier for everybody to actually find the best songs for their goal or even for your goal. The meter, you have to say what the meter, tone set, and so on and so on and so on. And when you go down, this is where the game details are. So this one is even, you need to have an even number of children, and you have to face in 2 lines. So probably it's tapping, hopping, moving forward, moving backward. So it's they're standing in two lines and doing all the movements with the song. Usually it's well written. So this is how it looks like. When you upload the music, because anyone can upload. So for example, I'm going to my records. I've got 2 already on. And the ones are green, they are online. That means I analyzed the song, I added on the song, I put all the details I could give, and it went through an expert's checking. So in the Kodály Institute, there are, I think, 2 or 3 teachers who check those songs submitted and check whether what they wrote was actually correct. So they go through the form, the tone set, the intervals, everything what you filled out. They check if it's correct. And if it's correct, then they say, okay, now it can go online. If there's something they think you wrote was not correct or arguable, then they will send it back to you and it will show the red flag where you need to check and discuss whether what you wrote is good or what they think should be is the good one, and you can correct it. So it goes through back and forth up until everybody is happy with the solution, and then it goes online. So when you upload a song, let's say hot cross buns. So I prepare sheet music. Either I use the browse file and I open up my folder, or if it's open, I just grab and pull it in here, and it will appear. What you need to know that what you put up there as a PDF file, no one can download it because of copyright and royalty reasons. So they can look at it, they can see it online, but they're not able to download any of the PDF files. So your work is not like you giving out for free. They can see it, but then it's not like printing and yeah, that's mine now. And then you can see all the details in different menus, what you need to give. The ones, as usually in every website, the ones with red star, those are the ones you have to fill out. There's no choice, you have to give answer to that one. The ones left blank, you can skip. What we ask is put as much as you can, but obviously there are songs but you are not able to give that detail because that's a folk song. You have no idea who composed it, because it's not even a composed song. So there are certain things you can skip, but there are ones that you have to give detail to. So these are the basic details, and then comes the analysis part. It goes into details. Try to fill out, give as many, especially when I showed you before, so you can search for rhythmic elements. If you're not giving the rhythmic elements of your song, then you are not able to search on that, and the other ones not able. And because it's a community, we try to help each other. So as I mentioned now, for 5 or 6 times, try to give as many details as you possibly can on these analysis pages. This is where you can write down your game. If you have, you can upload more than one PDF file as the sheet, because then, and this little one, you will be able to choose which one you want to see in the big screen. So for example, as I said, if your game is quite difficult to write down with words, but it's much easier if you see the sheet music, then you can do that with the sheet music and just upload it. And right here, the game description is with few words that you need to do clapping and blah, 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 see above the PDF file. So you don't have to make your life more complicated. And if you have any extra information, so for example, when I will show you one of my songs, when you do that one, you can, I use that as a, oh, I didn't put that. There's a song, bells in the steeple so loudly they ring. This is the holiday, ring-a-dong-ding. You can practice the 3/4. With the clapping and tapping, the kids can feel it. One is the stress and the other ones are much lighter. And with the song's melody, you can actually teach the major triad. Because it's do, 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 mi, 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 so, mi, do, mi, so, do, mi, so, do, mi, so, do. And it's a canon. So when they sing it in canon, they will hear the major triad. So you can use many songs for different goals. And anything you have, you can write it here. So one song is good for this and this and this and this and this and this and that. That's how I use, and that's what my suggestion is, how to start with, what to do. So you can write as many things as you can. Okay, so that's how you upload. When you, because I didn't put anything in there. Hot cross buns, lavender's blue. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. When you want to create a new record, so when you log in, you can go and always go into my record. That's, if you haven't put anything yet, it's completely blank. And then you go create a new record, and that's where you start it from scratch. Now, because we split the music book into 3 big groups, you give the title, and before you can do any analysis, you need to check if it's a song, a music listening, or for choral music. And then the analysis part slightly changes according to your subgroup. So any questions regarding the songbook? Yeah.
Can somebody comment or add some own versions of the game or something like that for the song?
There's no comment section in this one, but if you have the same song, but you have a different game to it, you can just upload your version. So there's no limit. So if we go back, so let's say songs, I'm not sure which one is, here is it, a little pond, a little frog. So there are two, somebody, one of them is by, who's the, Lucinda, one of the frog. I don't know which one I opened now, probably the bottom one. And the other one is by, maybe a user who deleted himself, or the reason might be because when they started to put together this site, there was the Scottish had 300 songs to analyze, Hungarians and the Dutch, and they uploaded them all together because they were analyzed and checked with the experts. And it might be one of those songs that it was put in as a must and not one by one. So there's no limit. You can use the same song and you write down your own game. You cannot add it to the previous one. You have to make your own record, but that's not a problem if you have, with the same title, a different game. So that's absolutely, especially, it's even better because we have a bigger variety and people have more things to choose from. So this is our songbook. Now the community, a lovely community. When you open it up, first you see the map, whichever is green, any shade of green, there's a 50 shade of green, that means that country has a user. The darker or the deeper green it is, the more user it has. Obviously, the UK, you can zoom in, UK, Netherlands and Hungary are, because we're the three main countries actually putting these together, have darker green, but now we can see that even, so tiny countries, like I didn't even know existed. I think that's the maximum. Aruba, 2 users from there. Let's see, Finland. Five users. So you already have 5 users. But as you see, so from Russia, we've got 3. And then this one is the most surprising, and we love the fact that from Singapore, 48. And then from, it's too close to each other, Hong Kong, 9. So it's very interesting to see how the community works. If you want to search, you know the name of the person, but you have no idea. You met one of the seminars or one of the master classes, but you have no idea which country that person is from. You just write the name. So for example, if I write in László, which are lovely, László Nemes, László Norbert Nemes, it will give all the László users or anything to do with László. And I don't know what, oh, it disappeared. László. Yeah, because I checked clear and not search. Okay, so everybody, our László is the first one, obviously. And when you see the person, you see how many songs or records they uploaded. You won't be able to see any of their contacting details. You need to send a request. But when you send a request, they can answer you back and you can swap emails and easily can talk to each other, contact each other. If you click on the records, it will give out all the records he has. He's got 4 in songbook, 4, oh no, more than in, 7 in the music listening, and he uploaded none for that doesn't adopt the numbers for some reason.
I think you still have the English language chosen there. So.
Oh, okay. Might be. Thank you. Okay, let's go back, put back. Okay, community. Okay, you can, as you see, select whether how many people are from that particular country, or the same school type you work at, or profession, because there are teachers, there are chorale conductors, as you see, performing artists, or others. So you can check out those ones and have the conversations with them. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, because for some reason I remember something that there might be a forum where you can exchange, but I'm not sure if that's happening. I'm sorry about that one. And then one more beautiful thing, which I have a little bit of time for showing you, is the Kodály's principles in the perspective of the 21st century. Because obviously when people hear Kodály, yeah, but he lived previous century, what can he tell me that it works now? it does work and it does help, and it's proven that using his method and living by his philosophy that helps the children digest music, and not just music, but actually teach them to life. Let's put it that way, because that's really how it is. When you log in, you won't be able to see these little gears, but because I'm an administrator as well, that's why it shows up, because I could make some changes. So these ones you won't be able to see. What you will be, though, is first is the introduction. Why she, the whole menu or chapter of this Kodály Hub was made by Lilla Gábor. She writes down why she chose, why she did, where the idea came from, and whenever it is a quote, there's always an information button where you can see who, when, where, why. So you know everything about it. This is just the introduction. It's interesting, but the most interesting part is when you see all the sub-menus. So for example, music belongs to everyone. Loads and loads of quotes. You see, you can check where they're from. It's all by Kodály. And then some of them have video demonstrating what that quote was about. So this one is, I can't read it, about education and or an audience. Because obviously when you go to concerts, you need to be kind of educated how you listen to music, even if you just listen to it. So that's his sorry, video. Singing, that's where it comes to more and more. You've got classrooms. So if one were to attempt to express the essence of this education in one word, could only be singing. And this one is demonstrated by a lesson, or just a little part of a lesson from the school where Bori and Edina teaches. This is, she's called Melinda. Unfortunately, she left the school already, but this is one of hers. So we're just gonna have a look. Hopefully it works. Is there sound? Yeah. So they did many things with the singing, even recognized, probably that's when they learned the new note, the So that's, you need to focus on that one. So it's worth going through. I'm not gonna go into every single one, but when you've got a quote, and if you have this little, like a video sign, that when you have, it's either a lesson or a short part of a lesson, or Kodály himself talking about something. What else could be, like, let's say, folk song. That's another one. It's always written what they do, what they sing, what the lesson is about. because there are so many videos on it. I'm not going to show every single one of them because it would take a whole day, because it's all worth watching and listening to. It starts from early ages because we have, I think Bori showed you yesterday a nursery video from Helga. So how you do it with even very early age, how you play with the puppets, how you work with them, and it's demonstrated by videos to a quote what he said back in the days, but it still stands here in the 21st century. So it's a beautiful website. And as I showed you yesterday, when you want to plan ahead, you can plan ahead months. What you want to do, you just go and check, okay, this is the song. There might be someone who uploading the same song with a different game, so you can always go back and check, maybe they have an easier one or a harder one. So the Kodály Hub is good from early age till up until university level, because there are, with the analyzed choral songs and music listening, they are more advanced and you can use them even in secondary school or in university. And you can, when you have those songs, you've got the sheet music visible, then you can do some tasks in the movement music for the little kids. And you can have, as I said, plan ahead, months ahead, your whole music lessons and teaching. And it's not just for solfege or music teachers, but you can use it as an instrumentalist, because there are so many options given in these videos and writings. So that's what I planned. I don't know if there's any question now regarding these 2 days. Don't be shy if you have any. I think somebody asked yesterday. So if you want the Move Me Music app, is available in the Google Play Store, Apple, iPad or MacBook Store, both of them. Windows Store, and now we're trying to work on the Huawei. It might not work. We don't know, because there's loads of things we need to do with the Chinese, and it might take much longer than we thought we could do. But those three definitely. So Google, Apple, and Windows. Not optimized for mobile phones. The Move Me Music app. So it's tablets and laptops. The Kodály Hub can be reachable in any devices. It can be used on phone, tablet, laptop, huge screen, small screen. You can just search and browse it. So that's it. If you've got any question, I think I wrote down up yesterday, but just in case, that's the info at movememusic.com is for the Move Me Music, the app, and the Kodály Hub, because that one doesn't come to me. I'm not sure about that one, but it's Kodály Hub at kodalyhub.com. It's on the website if you want to get in touch. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Now you've got a little bit of dancing and moving, a bit of coffee break, and then you can move on with Kata and Ani. Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
We are so happy that you came, and because it's quite dark in Finland,
Yeah.
you need some light.
Oh.
So there is reflector which keeps you in safe,
Oh, thank you.
and also some Finnish light.
Oh, thank you very much. Can I hug?
Of course.
That's very nice. I love this. Thank you.
I thought that it would be good.
Yeah. I will put it on my bag.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
In here.
Yes. Yeah. No, yes, you can get back, no problem at all. Gymnastic, yeah, just a little bit gymnastic. So maybe just walk with me, okay? Come and walk with me. You remember yesterday I told you that not in circle if it's possible, but in a random direction, take a random direction. Because if you would like to meet other people, maybe it's better. Very good. And this is what it's not very easy to try out in the shoes, but maybe you can. So try to start from your heel, your steps, and roll on your, yes, until the end of the, actually your toes, yes. I think for men it's much easier, yes, because you originally have this kind of attitude, yes, you are, yes. And also, very small children, when they start their first step, they have this also. You actually are able to stop here and hold your whole weight, which is really very nice feeling, you know. But imagine that you have 30, 40, 80, I don't know how many kilograms, and this very small part of your body can hold this whole feeling. And for example, if you have in music dotted rhythm, it's also very nicely have this kind of balance feeling. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So it so naturally comes from this. Yes, that's it, very good. Although you are in boots, you are able to do this one.
Because I've done Velcros.
Ah, okay, yes. So it's very nice. Good. And if you slow down with this movement, yes, that's why I usually practice this one. So just gradually slow down, but try to keep it. I mean that this kind of character, it's really nice. Maybe explanation. What does legato means? Because actually you really have connection between the two legs or two notes, yes? It's really nice if you have a mirror, for example, and you have a very slow tempo, you can see that how your upper body goes ahead, although you have almost nothing movement in your feet. And if you imagine a phrase line, for example, maybe you can have rest between or during this phrase line, but actually you have to make a connection. Tiram, tariram. So that's why I told you that it's really, really legato feeling. But it would be great to practice this kind of things, but now with this character also, just go back to your moderato tempo. And let's sing that. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. So keep this tempo. And with your singing, so while you are singing this song, try to be gradually faster and faster, so speed up, but in your steps, gradually be slower and slower. Okay, and when you will reach these two sides, and after then try to turn back and find somehow the moderato tempo again in your singing and in your steps as well. Can we do it? So just start. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Yes, I don't know that what is your feeling, but I still have problem when I reach the two sides that somehow it's very difficult to turn back for me and realize that yes, I have to be slower and I have to be faster. Maybe also for you, I don't know, that it was a much longer period, yes, to reach this two side, and when you came back, it was much shorter. Yes, just me. Yes, just come.
Possible to keep the walking steady, because these are something that you need to concentrate on.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, 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 absolutely. Very, very true. So come. And make a circle just with this song as well. Is it possible that when we are singing, we have to clap after all of the words? Okay, like London Bridge is falling. Can we? And London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Very good. Again. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. It's okay, it's okay. Let's, no, it's
Never
okay.
done.
You know, I have so many other programs. So after all of the words, I mean at each word, the next person will clap, okay? So like London Bridge is falling down, falling
Down, falling,
down. London
bridge is
falling down,
my fair.
lady. Yes, very good. I will be in the circle because with this number always you have to do the same. So let's start.
London bridge
Is falling down,
falling,
down.
falling, down.
Bridge
Is falling down. My fair lady.
Yes. I really like this asymmetric feeling. It's very hard. But concentration also. So let's do that after every syllable. Yes, we clap. Like London Bridge is falling down. Okay, yes. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Yes, very good. And now we are doing the same, but every syllable is a different person, but we clap after the words again, like London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. Yes. London Bridge
Is
falling down,
my
fair
lady.
Yes, very good. I'm coming as well. Yes, because here is really different. Yes, I can try it. Yes, okay. So who would like to start?
London
Bridge
is falling down.
falling
Down. Falling
down.
London Bridge is
Is
falling
down.
my
fair
lady.
Yes, and now try to do it fluently, like
Yeah.
it would be just sung by one person. Yes, let's start from here. London Bridge
Bridge is
falling
falling
down,
falling
down.
down. Sorry.
London
Bridge is falling
down,
my fair
lady. Yes, super fantastic. D. Yes, lady. One more time. Do you want? One more time. Okay, let's start from you.
Okay. London
Down,
is falling
down,
falling down.
falling down.
London
Bridge
is falling down.
my
Fair lady.
That's it. I have some others, but I would like
No,
to
you
show
don't.
some figures. Yes. I have a melody. Could you sing it back with solfa? Yes? I'm sure that you know. And maybe you know the canon itself. La 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 ti do mi fa re mi so 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 la 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 la. Very good. The beginning is very easy. Why? Because the structure is like a sequence. Yes. Do re ti do mi fa re mi so 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 fa mi re do so 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 do. Yes. Ready? So 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 fa mi re do so 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 do. Time signature is
3.
very good. And do re ti do mi fa re mi so 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 fa mi re do so 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 do. very good. And because of the sequence, you have to build the structure. It means that you remember when we practiced the tenuto, and I told you that actually it's so nice that your upper body is going ahead. Yes, although nothing happens. Nothing happens here as well, just the sequence. But do, re, ti, do, mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, do. So try to be, what do you think that, which is the most important note here? Do, re, ti, do, mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, do. Low, so yes, can be the top one as well, because you reach the so. But actually, this is just the note of the chord as the one, the tonic. So, fa, mi, re, do, so. But here you feel that it's almost as a dominant, would like to resolve on the tonic again. Yeah, so I don't want to say that this is the most, I mean, it's marcato or something, but really important in this situation. So can we do on that way that you are also clapping the rhythm? Okay. 1, 2, and do, re, ti, do, mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, do. Look at how beautifully did. Because yes, you actually have to lead with your arms as well. Yes, absolutely. Yes, do it can be, but actually what I am doing, yes, it's my shoulder. Yes, it's both of them is good, I think. Do it, because I would like to keep, because this is a dotted rhythm. But I am going, yes. Also the yam pam pam yam pa ti ti ta yam pam pam pam. It's absolutely not a problem if you are doing in another dimension. I mean, that is not here, but you are doing with your arms as well. It's also very, can be done close, yes? 1, 2, and do, re, ti, do, mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, do. Also, it's possible that you are doing now with your steps. So you are singing, but you are doing the rhythm, and you walk according to that. 1, 2, and do, re, ti, do, mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, do. You are like yesterday when we improvised the movement. It was really nice. So yes, do, re, ti, do. You are going ahead, yes? Mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so. Again, that what is important is the low so. So try to lead your body as well. 1, 2, and do, re, ti, do, mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, very beautiful. Can we sing it in canon? 1, 2, and do, re, ti, do, re, ti, do, re, ti, do, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, do, re, ti, do. So actually now you heard the melody. So is it possible that you are singing the first part and you are clapping the second one? Okay.
Clapping and singing, or only clapping?
You are singing the first part,
Yeah.
and clapping the rhythm of the second part. Like the canon part, yes? Not the third one, but you can, but it will be the same. So 1, 2, but remember how you have to. 1, 2, and do, re, ti, do, mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, this was the second. Yes, let's do it again. 1, 2, and do, re, ti, do, mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, fa, mi, re, do, so. This is the second part, yes? Let's try it all last time. It's, it's a Kodály. So made me this with me that just the inner hearing is really strong in our ear, because we practice lots of time with this. Yes, so 1, 2, and do, re, ti. So try to hear the second is do, re, ti, that's it. Yes, now you heard absolutely, but now I won't sing. 1, 2, and do, re, ti, do. Don't forget your arms. Lead, lead, lead. Lead, lead, yum. And let's do the same with your steps as well. So your steps will be the second, the canon part, okay? A little bit slower. 1, 2, and do, re, ti, do, mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, do. That's it. Can you imagine the same melody, but from La? So it means that you have to change the color of the melody. Yes, because it will be minor type with minor third. Let's sing with C, so with leading note, like it would be in harmonic minor. La, ti, si, la, do, re, ti, do. Yes, do, re, mi, major third, do, mi, la, ti, do, minor third. Yes, so that's why I told you that now you have to imagine in according to minor, yes? And it's, yes, the relative solfa, the movable do, la, ti, do, so. La, ti, si, la, everything is the same. Do, re, ti, do, mi, re, do, ti, la, mi, la. Very good again. La, ti, si, la, do, re, ti, do, mi, re, do, ti, la, mi, la. Can we sing it in canon? You don't have to move now, just concentrate. 1, 2, and la, ti, si, la, ti, si, la, ti, si, la, mi, ti, do, mi, ti, si, la, re, do, ti, la, mi, la. Almost very good. Let's do immediately with your steps to canon, okay? So you are singing the La, ti, si, la, and you are doing the voking. 1, 2, and La, ti, si, la, do, re, ti, do, mi, re, do, ti, la, mi, la. That's it, very good. And now the most difficult part. We will start from T. What does it mean? According to the original scale, the T-do is what kind of interval? Yes, so it will be T, do, la, ti, also minor third, re, mi, do, re, and diminish, fa, mi, re, do, ti, fa, ti. So like it would be a Locrian. It's really nice, yes, I love it. 1, 2, and ti, do, la, ti, re, mi, do, re, fa, mi, re, do, ti, fa, ti. Try to sing it in two parts. Ti, 1, 2, and ti, do, la, ti, do, la, ti, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, fa, mi, re, do, ti, fa, ti. You will start. Ti, do, la, ti. We'll continue. Re, mi, do, re. Fa, mi, re, do, ti, fa, ti. Ti, do, la, ti. Can we do it the same and I will be the third part? 1, 2, and. Ti, do, la, ti. Re, do, la, re. Ti, do, la, ti. Fa, ti, do, re. Fa, mi, re, do, ti, fa, ti. Yes, we survived. Can we do the same? So you are singing the first part together in unison, and you just imagine that the second part is also can be sung just in your legs. 1, 2, and ti, do, la, ti, re, mi, do, re, fa, mi, re, do, ti, fa, ti. Yes, I like. So we are singing in major, and then in minor, and after then in Locrian, and always the second part is your step. So, do, pam, 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 and you are starting in La. Do, re, ti, do. Big transformation, yes? So, no, it's not, it's easy. 1, 2, and do, re, ti, do. Mi, fa, re, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, do, yam, pam, and now from La. La, ti, si, la, and minor third. Do, re, ti, do. Mi, re, do, ti, la, mi, la. 2 and 1 and ti. Ti, do, la, ti. Re, mi, do, re. Fa, mi, re, do, ti, fa, ti. The end was so beautiful. Now you can sing with me in 3 parts again. If I am able to, because this is the last one. Wait. Someone will help. Okay. Here is. Yes, here is. Okay, so in 3 parts. But I start from do, re, ti, do. Yes. And do, 1, 2, do, re, ti, do. second, do, re, ti, do, third, do, re, ti, do, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, do, la. La, ti, si, la, third. La, ti, si, la, ti, si, la, mi, ti, do, la, ti, second, ti, do, la, ti, do, la, ti, fa, mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, fa, ti. Have you heard that it's yam, pam, ya, da, da. So it's not a stable point, yes? So all of the notes is going to somewhere, but I'm sure that you know the whole thing. Yes, and I have a little dance. So it's not that kind of dance what we did yesterday, but there will be that kind of improvisation part as well. So come here, maybe behind me, okay? And you need a partner, so maybe two person can, who invitation, yes, here as well. Yes, come here. Come here. 2 person, and there, 2 person here as well. Yes, so beautiful. Okay, go a little bit that way. Good. Yes, very nice. So you have to stay like this one, and we are in again 3-4, and we are going ahead 4 measure, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you seen what I did? So I step 1, and after then I just really touched a little bit with my toes the floor. Okay, and after then we are going back 6 measure, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. When you have the 6, actually you can turn to your partner if you would like. Just, yes, face to face. Super. Can we do it again? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and right, sorry, left, right, left, and back with your left, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And after then, you will have 2 measure, actually with the same elements on the right, like 1, 2, and then 1, 2. But just for us is this right, because for you is this right. Okay, 2, because this is the right. So actually, yes, you are going to that 1, 2, 1, 2. It means that you have to take a little bit smaller, yes, because otherwise, like this one. Okay, so little, yes, like 1, 2, also with your toes, 1, 2. Again, 1, yes, that is very good. Yes, crossing, yes. Yes, imagine that you are in the classical music and you are taking a minuet. Okay, so yes, very good. Come a little bit, this 1, 2, and 1, 2. Very nice, beautiful. 1, 2, and after then you have to turn a very big 1 and the first position what you need. So actually it will be also 2 measure, and you have to make a whole circle and the right, yes, a right back. Good. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. You will start again the whole thing. Okay. So actually 6 steps. Good. Yes, of course. I'm showing now. Sorry. 1, 2, and 1, 2, back. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and we will start again the whole thing from the beginning, okay? So that's why I told you that this is a whole circle during 2 measures, again, good? So, wait, from here, sorry, yes? Right, 1, 2, yeah, wait. Always your right hand, soupy, very good. 1, yes, that's it. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, whole circle, 1, 2, and we'll start 1, 2, 3, and back just 4 measure, 1, 2, 3, and turn the end again into your partner, and maybe you can take a bow if you would like, a very elegant dance, yes. So can we practice from the beginning? 1, 2, 3. My partner. Can it be here? Yes. Okay, from outside. 1, 2, 3. Jobb. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 measure back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn to each other. 6. And right. 1, 2. Left. 1, 2. Big circle. 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And back 4 again. 1, 2, and take a bow on 4. Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Honey.
Pianist can dance.
Pianist will sing and play. No. It's not the Bartók. Okay. Could be, but okay. Ready? We will have 4. Just we will practice one time, okay? So, yes, we will have 4 measures to prepare ourselves, yes, for the style, and after that we will start. One, 2, and 1. Right. Yes, and big circle. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Beautiful. Super. So, we will start from the beginning with this, yes. After then, we have a middle part. You remember probably that at the beginning I told you that this is a minuet. So usually the minuet has a trio form, yes. So the beginning was this one, and after then we have a B, something. You can dance how you would like, yes. Take the character, for example, like yesterday when we had the Bartók music. But because it turns back, actually you have to reach this position when the A again will sound, okay? Okay, so A, B, and A. Don't forget that this is your first position, because after the big improvisation, you have to reach back. Don't hear this kind of things. Yes, you can go.
How many
Very
bars
good.
was that beat?
You have to feel. I don't know.
Okay.
We don't know. No. Nothing this kind of, don't. Yes,
Niin
just
varmaan kuolee.
just
Sitten me
feel.
ollaan tässä uudelleen.
Just feel. So you can go where you would like, but you will feel that, oh, it's coming. And after then you will be here. Good? So, and maybe I'm so good. Ani? Yes, I think for lots of you, it was a little bit shorter version from the B part, although it was a little bit longer. Yes. I showed for you the score. I mean, that first is not the score. So look at it was also a ternary form with recapitulation, the beginning. So that's why we had this game. First we have 4 and 6 measure, and after that the little B was the 2-2-2, and finally you had the same melody but just 4-4 measure. So it was a little extension. And after that this was the improvisation part, and finally came back the whole A. Maybe you realized that the B, you were very independent, but actually you didn't focus on the story, for example, like yesterday, when we really, without any conversation, were able to create a kind of storyline. So it's not that, but actually also free dance. But you really had to listen to the music material, because you really need to know that when will come back the first A. Yes. So a little bit different. Yes.
It would have been much easier because here was 4 bars intro here. Should have been here also.
No, it immediately
wasn't.
came back. Yes, immediately. The intro, it's not the part of the minuet, of course. It was just because of the tempo.
Okay.
But I gave you, yes. I mean that to prepare yourself for the so here it's not. It's originally not the part of. Here is actually the whole things. What was the main point, but now you can see actually, of the B part? Why was maybe easier to create a dance. I mean that a free dance when you heard the B part. Maybe just don't focus on the score. Just try to remember back of the melody. It was in minor.
Very continuous.
Very continuous, yes, because the beginning was yum, tam, tam, yum, pam, really very dancey. But if Annie played the second part a little bit, just the B version, just the beginning. Yes. So you feel that this is 3/4, but not that kind of 3/4 what we had before. So almost you are able to lose your time signature inside, yes? And yes, the beginning is A minor. After then we are going to C major, but it's also a connection between A major, A minor, C major, yes, like a third relationship, and after then going back to the A minor. I just would like to show you the beginning of this things, because I forget to ask, but actually we have 3 parts inside in the piano part, where you have the two hand, yes? Because one part is with the dotted rhythm, yes? The long one.
But that gives this. You feel this one instead of.
The second one also, what you heard as a melody, yes? La, di, da, di. This is actually the point when you are able to lose your 3/4, because not on the accented places. And although this is accented places, but they complete each other. I mean, the third part, the middle, the cream with the soprano. So you have like this always. So let's just sing, if we can, the bottom part together. La, octave higher, or according to your race. La, 1, 2, and la, si, so, fi, fa, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, so, do. What do we have at the beginning? La, chromatic steps. Moreover, this is a very common use Baroque chromatic motif. Yes, you remember the Dido, for example. Yes, la, si, so, fi, fa, mi. What is that? How do you say this kind of form? What Dido sing? You remember of that one? How is that motive? You know? Do you know this? The Purcell Dido, yes, this kind of Chaconon Passacaglia motif. So we say that this is a chromatic Baroque tetrachord, actually, because we have la, in the original. La, so, fa, mi, 4 notes, and this is completed with the la, si, so, fi, fa, mi. So that's why I say that's a Baroque chromatic tetrachord. And it's really beautiful that actually in the classical music, this is a Haydn sonata, we have this kind of Baroque passage at the beginning. And after then it's just going up, you know, down, and upwards, and finally the very classical tonic, subdominant, dominant, and tonic. Yes. Now look at. Is it possible that, for example, you are singing the bass again, and you are clapping the rhythm of the second part. 1, 2, and la, si, so, fi, fa, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, so, do, yes. Tam, pam, pim, pam. Pim, pam, pim, pam. If you are singing, mi, fa, re, mi, di, re. So although this is a non-accented beat, yes, on 3, but actually because of the mi, re, fa, so these are the changing notes of the mi. So we have a kind of walking things between the mi here and after then re. That's why will be accented place. Yes, it's also, and it's not Baroque. It's I can say that it's usually in Renaissance cadences we have this kind of preparation. So can we do, now you don't have to clap. Me, this is the note, yes. Me, 1, 2, and 1. Mi, fa, re, mi, di, re, and rest. Di, re, ti, do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, so, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. You have rest here, but are these real rests? Ti-tam, ti-tam. And also when we practice the legato, you remember, I told you that probably sometimes we have a little rest during a phrase line, but you always feel that, but I have to go, I have to lead to somewhere. So for a child, for your students, I really believe that it's really very important. But you know, as a dark rose teacher, that actually the body and this kind of very small details in the music, so this connection are very beautifully expressed, yes, together. So can we do again just the mi, fa, and only we'll play the bottom. La, mi, 1, 2, and mi, fa, re, mi, di, re, and lead. Di, re, ti, do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, so, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Let's do the same, but now try to clap the rhythm of the top one. Yes? La, mi. So be careful because la, immediately you have after the 8 rest. So 1, 2, 3. Sorry, you are the 1, 2, 3. Mi, fa, re, mi, di, re, ti, do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, so, re, mi, fa, mi, re, At the beginning, you were very big surprise.
May I have a request or a question? I don't know. Can you sing it? What is the difference between this? Mi, fa, ri, mi, ti, di, fa, di. Because you were singing totally the same. Ti-ram, ti-ram. But now this motif, the end of the first two measures motif, this sequence is ti-da, ti-ram. This is the resolution. Ti-da, ti-ram, ti-ram. Can
They're
you repeat
asking.
this last motif? Yes, because it's not the same than the long note. So we have two measures, and the end of it repeating. Can you do this? Can you sing like this? Would be so, is it possible? Just once.
Just-
the middle one.
Right, I didn't understand.
Mi, fa, di, mi. We are singing two measures in
Ah,
one place.
I understand.
And
So
this one is
these,
not the same than
Uh-huh.
this one. Because it's not.
she's talking about this and like this.
That was long for you. You're almost singing this, but it's different.
Yes. So this is what I told you actually, that here is rest and you have to connect, but you have the rest, yes, the quarter rest, yes, but just inside. I mean, nem. So how is that? So you have the rest, yes,
Just don't cut.
and you have to think about the continuation, but actually you have the rest. So inside you are singing that yes, this is a fluent something, but actually here you have the rest. Tiram, param. So now you had a long one, like it would be a half note. Yes, but that is just inside a long one. But what you have to sing is just this, okay? But try to also do the clap. Yes, Sonny, can we? Mi, la, mi, fa. Also, yeah. Like this one. Tam, pim, pa. Tam, pam, pa. Okay. 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3. Mi, fa, ri, mi, di, re, ti, do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, so, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. It's really interesting that here you have to be on one after lots of two, yes, because it's the cadence. Actually, when we sang just the two part, we did this kind of things, but it's not easy to do in three parts. Yes, it's really not easy to do in three parts. Yes, do the same, but I am singing the two bottoms, so now you just have to focus on the clapping of the top one, okay? Because I am singing in two parts. Good? Wait a little bit. La, mi, do. Just clapping the top one. 1, 2, la, mi, fa, re, so, re, mi, re, fa, re, ti, do, di, re, mi, yes, and now just sing. Do, ti, la, 1, 2, and do, ti, la, ti, mi, ti, la, so, la, re, la, so, fa, so, do, so, ta, la, do, ti, do, ti, ti, do. Yes, if I am singing the do, ti, la, ti, ti, mi, what are that note or notes which are a little bit more accented? Do, ti, la, ti, ti, mi, ti, la, so, la, la, re. Equal?
What did you ask?
That what are those notes, maybe in this session, which are a little bit more accented, or just one note, I don't know. So one or more notes. Tam piram pam piram pim piram pam piram. One in the middle. Lam pi fifth lam tim pi this. Lam pi ram pim pi ram. Yes, definitely. Moreover, in the original, this is. So we have an octave jump. Just I didn't write that because I didn't want to sing octave higher with the whole thing. Which one for you? No. For Annie as a pianist.
I don't feel this.
I feel that this one.
But yes, and I want to, but both because of this. So it's not
Because
like
I really, I a little bit.
natural.
Yes.
Because then actually this would be on that accent, the fifth one together. We feel because of the resonance.
Yes, but this is the difference between the singing and the piano. Do you know why? Because yes, actually, when you are playing, you also prepare the octave. But when you are singing, it's much big preparation. Yes. La, ti, ram, la, la. It's another body position. Yes.
Everyone's give accent because.
Yeah, but not.
Big,
Yes, but
I'm
not.
just kidding, but the big singer.
Yes, but not because of that.
But it's hard because otherwise, of course, there is this. So that's the top of this, but it would be so beautiful not directly to give this accent. So it's really like this.
Yes. One more thing. You are singing the top one, and you are clapping the middle now. Pim pam, pim pam. Can we? It's not very easy. And you are playing the A. Can you very much? Lam. Okay, so you are singing the top, yes, and you are clapping the middle. 1, 2, and. Let's do it in 3 parts. You can pick up one of the parts what you would like, okay? No, just singing. It's up to you. Yes, and now listen to it on the piano. the same on the end after, then you can tell what you would like, because you are singing very much. May I ask something? What was the difference?
Singing.
Uh-huh. No. More articulated. Mhm. Yes, for example, here, tira, ra, pam, pa, pam. Yes, actually, for example, here, Ani played more kind of staccato. It wasn't staccato, it's just a longer tenuto, probably. Others?
The melody was a bit different.
Yes, because what I told you that I didn't didn't write down the octave jump. Yes. Expression. Is it possible to play on the piano with this? But how? How is possible to play?
I keep it in the article.
Yes.
No, but first of all, anything we are doing, and we have inside our imagination and expression before doing anything. Yes, and if you can keep this inside, this is what the audience hear. It's not realistic at all. So they are not hearing exactly what you play, because physically it's never possible to play crescendo.
Yes, although I am able.
A long note crescendo. Not should be crescendo in this style at all, otherwise, but we feel somehow we are going somewhere and hearing the harmonies and the long note goes. But first of all, here you must know from here to here what is your plan, musical plan, and then this is what you should transfer to your instrument or to your singing. So how you can express yourself on the piano, for example. This is the biggest challenge to play legato, for example. Or
Yes.
Otherwise, again, this is not legato. This classical thing that you connect physically, not noting this style, still not connected. This is like paddle point. So you should keep this line, but not sticky. Not so you have to be really individual long note here, but lead the line, and when you reach that point, up back. So this is actually that. This part, this is the only note what is only the accent, the regular accent. Yes, all of the others getting like this.
Yeah.
X at the end. So far, you this supporting the 3/4 is not note and the chords, and this and the other two is like this.
Yeah. I think you have to sit down. Or not have to, but maybe it's better. Yes, it can be. Yes,
I
yeah.
think also that maybe the bass line is the leading tone now. If you are concentrating on the melody, then you
Yes.
lost it.
Yes.
And of course, this is what is very remarkable here to teach children, for example, with this and that, compare two words from so many approach. Like why we feel the dance is so formal, and this is like in order, like a regular 3/4 and accompaniment with the melody. And just because of the rhythm and the minor, as we know as composition, but the rhythm of this and 3 parts and not accompaniment and melody, so the structure, and this not regular 3/4 immediately feel different pools of the music, of course. But somehow we should find how we can play, if not regular. What is connected, what is not connected? Yes, it's always the question. For example, the Baroque interpretation and so on.
No. I just would like to a little bit summarize what happened and do one more thing, yes, which is a little bit connection with the previous class. You weren't here, or not all of you. So this is just a small adaptation, of course, of the Kokas method into the solfege class and also into the piano class, actually, because it was a piano piece, and Annie, as a pianist, really taught some interesting things. And it was also interesting to realize that actually the interpretation of the singing and the piano can be different, but definitely the singing really helps to play the piano or any other instrument. Yeah, so that's why we are very proud, maybe, of our singing based education, because the expression or the articulation, what you taught, it's really different if you before the learning you sing. Yes. And from the beginning, what happened? We had just a little game like yesterday. It was also just a small preparation with this kind of, you remember, legato steps and also this kind of rolling movement. Yes, it's not absolutely not Kokas. Yes, it's, I don't know, everything. It's from Dalcroze as well. I also went to, yes. I also participated Dalcroze course and or Croze. We in the Kodály Institute really interesting in other pedagogical tools because and approaches, because I think nowadays we really need to combine lots of things. I really feel that itself just the Kodály method sometimes not enough. Yes, so I really try to pick up lots of things just to help for my students to understand, to feel the music, and yes. We are doing this kind of things as well, because maybe you realize that so many times I told you that, do you remember? Also the asymmetric rhythm, it was also just a game with the, what was that song? Yes, London Bridge is falling down. The canon part, probably from Bori, you also learned that it's one of the most important part at the beginning of our education system because of the inner hearing, and later the fugues, for example. We are doing with lots of different things this kind of canon exercise, yes, and that's why it's also good, because, for example, with the clapping, that usually, maybe not the Dalcroze students, but usually students really do it just automatically, this kind of clapping. And they don't think about how they have to lead, for example, according to the structure, the music. It's also a very important tool for us, this kind of game. And it's really nice when they, developing their inner hearing, are able to do it in canon, also with their steps. It's another thing that with this, how we transform, for example, from major to minor, and after then the Locrian, of course, it was just 5 notes, but it's really nicely according to our system, of course, yes, because of the relative solfenames, but we can practice with the right solfenames, the right intervals. So the minor, major, second, minor, third, perfect fifths, and the tritone. Moreover, with the canon, of course, we have the chords as well. And also with the steps, we are able to express the structure. So many things together, and with the combination, yes, of these kind of things together, you really can reach a very good level, I think, of the musicianship, which is very important. Here, the middle part was a little bit stolen from the Kokas method, yes? But of course, yesterday, you remember, it was completely different, yes? Because from the beginning, actually, you led everything. I didn't tell anything that how you have to do, yes? You created everything. Here, of course, immediately I taught a minuet, yes, with the right elements. Of course, I figure out, so I don't know that it was a proper minuet steps or not, but I really wanted to help with this to realize the structure, yes. But you had to feel somehow during the improvisation or just concentrate on the beautiful movement, that where is the recapitulation. So this was a little bit the connection. But it's really good to realize this one. Do you remember that yesterday what I showed you, which music a little bit covered the ternary form? I showed you one video, which was very, the Renaissance one. Yes, the Renaissance one. I can show you presentation, yes? Yes, this one. I can show you again and you can see maybe the difference. Although it was also, you remember that a big help that actually they picked up so they copied a little bit the animals, yes, during this improvisation. Yes, we had here, it was, yes, the, okay. Wait a little bit. My computer, I don't know what they, okay. Why you don't want to? No. Okay, from here. But they are stopping. Wait a little bit because in my computer it's moving everything, but here absolutely not. But why not? I also don't know. Wait a little bit, I will.
What if we disconnected everything and then connected them again?
Great.
Very personal, first of all. So really matching to that person, how Kokas started this Kokas method. She didn't think about this as a method. I'm sure Kaka told you that yesterday. And if we are there somewhere in the Davos or somewhere in any method, like to know more, alternatively, if we like to use this in our, for example, piano lesson or solfege teaching or general music teaching, we should get ideas and basic clues maybe, but we're realizing that it's getting in the time hours more, so not exactly the same, so they are not easy. So of course we use lots of based discrete movement and music listening and the pathways of Kokas teacher, but we use ideas transfer to another.
Yeah, well, Dalkos is not an academy. All the exercises like the
solo replacement kind of improvisation that all come from actually.
Yes,
And it's confusing, like, what is the Kokas, but because the only thing with Dalkos is that the Dalkos usually it's a fixed job, and then Kodály is like relative job, but which is also not flexible. But it's a little bit, so what is the Kokas to be part of it?
It's not my Kodak can tell you really lots of things, but too much.
But maybe those people who were here yesterday can tell something, hopefully.
Then music listening and children close their eyes and listen to music, and starting individual movement is not really movement at all. Also in the
Yeah, music is like basically.
yes.
Okay, I just would like to show, because the time is going, so maybe you will remember. Yes. Which was surprising?
That it was so dark, so Dalkosian.
Yes. You know,
That's
yes.
we are doing the steps. It's not Kokas.
This is what I told you. Yes.
To teach music.
Kokas is not that, but today I am not talking about yesterday was Kokas. Today, I just wanted, today I wanted to show that how we use this kind of elements and also other elements in our teaching, which is what I told you, that not actually nowadays what I feel, although we have lots of digital equipment, I don't know that how you feel, but I think it's not always enough. Because you know, as a dark rose teacher, that the movement, it's much more important than the digital things. That is really just the equipment, but how you feel your body, how you can use your fantasy, actually. When we talk about Kokas, we don't talk about, for example, rhythm elements. You really focus on for example, the rhythm elements and the structures at the beginning. So when you ask something, or you listen to the music, but for example, you improvise on the piano, you really focus on something details in the music. Our aim is, yes, depends, but our aim in the Kokas pedagogy, it's never that one. Our aim is really the self-expression, the good taste, for example. So the concert going, but actually as a musician, I think I really need to feel very deeply the music. So if I don't focus on the elements of the music, I am able to focus on the music itself. And yesterday we talked about that during this kind of improvisation, what is not led. So actually they are able to improvise those kind of stories behind the music, which are really very beautiful, and it's led by just by their fantasy. Like it would be a real choreography of, for example, a Tchaikovsky ballet or something, but they don't talk to each other. So this is another thing, other things of the music education. It's more personality centered, more, maybe I can say that more psychology side, probably.
No aim, like what is the aim, but why we like to be a music teacher, why we want to be a musician, why we are teaching music, basically why, what is the music itself. And it's very common to explain, for example, like, okay, that's the highest level of emotional expression, and that's the channel between us without speech and everything. But yes, but in practice, when we're teaching, for example, in the music schools, in the lesson, of course, we should forget this. And of course, it's normal. Not every single moment we feel this channel, and yes. But anyway, this way, if we get some inspiration, and sometimes we feel, what is this? Why we are doing, for example, this movement, and why we clapping, and how we can get this complexity. This is actually the aim of the Kokas method.
But also the philosophy of Kodály. Yes.
Yes, but different way, and maybe the doubles as well, of course. But for musician, it's really, I'm sorry, I'm teaching, but it's an interesting question because for me, this is the question, like, why we are musician.
Well, yeah, of course, I've had questions as well, like knowing yourself and
What
guiding the child to know himself.
to play good on the exams or to be a musician because you want to be on the stage or so, or just because.
Yes, but here this is not actually just for musicians or those children who would like to be musician. No, so not for professionals. It's for everyone. What actually Kodály said that music belongs to everyone. Yes, but how you are able to give them, for example, the classical music. So as a music teacher, I really would like to teach them to the most difficult, maybe the most difficult music as well. So not just the Walt Disney music, for example. You also don't do this one, I strongly believe. But nowadays, really, the music education, it goes to that kind of direction, which is not about the valuable music. Yes, because we say that, okay, the world is also not about that. Yes, some concert goers going and they can listen to the music, but less and less people enjoy the music. But with this kind of dancing, you are able to, I mean that the children are able to pick up the most difficult music, just leading their fantasy. Probably you remember what I showed you with at the end of the first video, which was about the Schoenberg music. Do you remember of that? Probably not. Yes, the shadow game. That's the shadow game. So it was also just a couple times that they listened to that music, and after then they created this. So can you imagine that someone will have this kind of attitude from, it's a 4 years old someone. It's a 4 years old someone. It's really fantastic that we have this kind of music in our life. What is doing here? I don't know.
And sometimes or most of the time, the most simple thing is the most amazing. So if you tell the student, close your eyes for 1 minute or half a minute, close your eyes and listen to music, it's totally different when you listen to the music with open eyes. Totally different world. Really. Even if they don't want to, but just please close your eyes. And indeed, it's different because you get so many things just with your eyes around you, even your
Yes, this was. You remember this. The shadow game, yes. And yes, she picked up the rhythm, yes, 6 times or 7. And she could do everything according to music. That's why I told you that, yes, in the ocean, it's very easy to pick up after then the smallest elements. But the aim is not the smallest elements, just to give them the whole ocean, yes? It's really, really beautiful how she expressed actually the meaning. That's why I told you that it's almost a movable sculpture. I think this is what I told yesterday. I don't remember. So, and yes, now here is yes, this one. And maybe after the rest, I try to also go together. Wait just one moment, really, if now it's ready. I think it will be ready after then. Wait. Here. Yes. Maybe yes. Yes. So this is the ternary. Can you see? Yes. So the fa la la, the A here, of course, is not a trio form, it's really a ternary form. And when they had the contrapoint, they started to imitate the. It's also, look at rhythmically, it's almost very. Exact. And then start, but no one told them that you have to do the same. But I told you now. But they realized that this is the same music. Yes, you don't have to listen to it again. So, but they realized that they have to do the same. Yes, same musical form brings the same movement as well. Yes, so I think it's another other part of the music education. But what I told you at the beginning of the summary, I really strongly believe that we have to somehow bring so many things into our music education if we would like to reach at something good, something noble, something valuable nowadays. Sorry.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Because in the description, you talk about embodied learning theory. Like, I think that's mentioned in the description of the
Yes.
section. So what is it for you? I mean, what do you mean? What is for you the embodied learning theory and this practice?
Embodied learning. I also showed you, or I don't know that you remember or not, that we had a kind of a summary that what we are or what Kokas did from the beginning of the classes. But where is that? This one.
You mean
Embodied learning. And that's one.
Yes.
So the body awareness things. It's a little bit different for you, and of course in the Kokas method as well. So here what we are doing as an embodied learning, for example, you remember yesterday with the song. How was the song? Green grows the willow tree, green grows the willow tree, green grows the willow tree, come my love and sit by me. Like it would be a children's song. First of all, we try to imitate lots of different trees. Yes, different trees. We absolutely acted according to that. Moreover, we changed our character as a tree. And after then, we also picked up the last line of the song, come my love and sit by me. But we used all of you weren't here at the end, you were here, we were, the names of all of you, and also try to make some activity. We read book, yes, we swam, what else? We danced. Moreover, it was different because first we danced according to the waltz, and after then according to polka, yes. So actually with this kind of character change, yes, we try to discover our body. Not on that way how you did, not on that way how I did at the beginning of the class when we practiced the legato, but actually through the life, yes. So pick up lots of moments from her life and from the nature, for example, how we imitated the trees. And this was actually this kind of body awareness things, yes. So it's not, how can I, yes, it was a game. It was a game. It was a children game. But for example, when I I teach at the Music Academy the same. It's also so beautiful that we have, for example, a folk song. We usually use folk song for this one, which is about that how a boy built a road to his love, or his lover, yes, in a village. It's just a simple song. If you reach the text and you have to build this kind of road, this path actually to your lover, of course you can think about that, okay, I will plant lots of beautiful flower. We are imitating how we plant the flower. You can think that, okay, there will be lots of bushes. Okay, I will build a bridge. How you build a bridge. But for an adult, after a certain time, it's not about the path to my road, that what kind of passes, what kind of roads I had in my life to reach, for example, this level at the Academy of Music. How I had to suffer. Yes, because actually to be a musician, it's sometimes it's a miserable thing. It's really miserable. So the practicing always, when you have to focus on all of the things what you have, it's not easy. Moreover, in your life, should be lots of things what you have to survive, although you are just 20 years old or 23. So after a certain time, it's not just a fantasy, but somehow a reality, and you can tell to the others, to your mates, so many things about yourself, although you are not talking about directly that I came to the academy, that when I was 17, I did this or that one. But you can say that, okay, my way, what I am building, it's so hesitating, yes? Because I had to stop lots of time, because I had to change my piano teacher. And after then you really try to imitate this kind of way, this kind of path, the road what you had in your life. So it's about somehow your life, your expression, your emotional background as well. Maybe much stronger than you have to focus on just the quarters, on the dotted rhythm. It's yes. So it's not very easy to realize this during just one or two sessions. It's really, yeah.
I was just, my questions were just related to.
No. Yeah, it was very, very good and very important question. Very, very good and important question. And so if I say that this is an emotional fundament, it's maybe a little bit stronger, yes? But if you have this kind of emotional fundament, it's, to start the music, to make music on your instrument or with your singing, it's really much stronger, yes, emotion, everything. So without this kind of things, how you are able to play? How you can express what is in the music in 2 or 3 parts? How you can do the sequence in a very simple canon? So you need this kind of memories, maybe, from our life.
Of course, if as a parents or teachers or we, it's a mission and our responsibility, and that's the most amazing thing to show the children, to give the children more and more emotional experience via film and stories and what happened with you in the day, and very simple things, nothing extra. But ask them like what happened. Or we are going to the zoo, like this is the elephant, this is the if we say that, okay, play this elephant, the Jumbo Lullaby, for example, from the Debussy Children's Choir, if you never saw elephant, it's okay, we can explain like an elephant is big and gay and like slow and heavy and I don't know, and also you can show another picture. But if she has or he has this experience in the zoo or somewhere, and the elephant immediately, it's a stronger experience, of course, than you are just explaining how it like, or looking, or if someone never been in water, how you can explain that? How is the feeling of swimming? You can explain so from 1,000 ways. It's so amazing, and you know it's different. And you like, and this one you have to do, and some like under the shower. I don't know. But it's like a euphoric feeling when you are first in the lake, in the water, under the water. You cannot explain it. You can, but I mean, it's very simple explanation what I'm telling you, but this kind of experience, if we can give to children as early as possible, not just elephant, but, you know, or try this food, don't just eat all the time 3 foods in your, because I don't like it, but somehow you can give quality ingredients, or we give this chance for them to compare, like which one is better, or which one is good, or like so many things, and this is the same in music. Music teaching and music is just the top of this
Everything, yes.
life experience as a human being. And music is we are able to be artists. What does it mean? Something extra in our life, not what we just define. Hungry, I eat something, anything. But
just how we started usually in this method, it's through folk song and children's songs. And we change the text. Actually, we improvise text as well on the same melody. Maybe it's not a poem, but actually it's a very fast fantasy using, yes. So, and somehow these are the things what we use as connection to the music. And we are able to reach as dancers, but it's not dance, yes, it's really not dance what we did yesterday, to the very, very serious music. Very, very contemporary as well. But yesterday I showed contemporary and also Renaissance, yes. And also what I told it, yes, this is, it's easy because actually you have animals in the music. But sometimes you have nothing, and you really have to invite your fantasy if you would like to use your body and make some dance and choreography or story, but you can, and yes, you can use as a child, yes. I think now you have a rest, yes, a little, because we talk. No, I don't know that what is the time actually.
Sometimes we give this some course, like our plan for the last one. I don't know if you have time.
We have time, yeah.
Perspective. So that would be the last one. So if you are here, like, yeah.
Yes, after a little coffee, if you still have time, maybe we can. Thank you. The same to you. Thank you. So just a little bit, because it was the solfege, the musicianship, how you use, but also the piano. But maybe we can show the very, very beginning of the piano teaching, how we start, for example, when we mix together also the musicianship and also this Kokas, sometimes dark rose as well. So many things. Yeah. So drink a coffee, and if you stay, we will continue. So 5 minutes. No, we have just a little bit more than 30 minutes. So we have not too much time, of course.
sport.
Yes, the spot. So very softly we are going on these things. Yes, you are ready. Yes. So just start with this one very fast. Yes, no. Yes, and you can reach your body where you would like and give this very, what's that, hot energy, what you actually created. It's very good for everyone who would like to start the practicing, actually, yes, because you are doing a very hot finger, for example. Usually singers start with this one. And yes, or music teachers, music theory teachers with their ears. Yes, back. Or for example, your legs and bottom, everywhere is good. And you also can be tree, yes, very. It's up to you that what kind of tree you would like to be. But you can feel your branches and your leaves, yeah, like yesterday. Like yesterday. And you feel that you have a little, very gentle wind around you. Yes, it's really just touch your face. And the other side, you really enjoy this one. Also your branches, sometimes it's just move it a really very gentle way. Of course, you are not able to move because you have fixed roots. But yes, your body, it's really, imagine that you are young tree, not old. Yes, young trees usually can move according to that. And the wind, a little bit bigger and bigger, yes? Bigger and bigger. Very annoying big, my goodness, look. It's almost a hurricane. To the other side and left and right and everywhere, yes. Oh my, it's annoying, this stupid wind. So, you know what? Just catch the wind. Yes, the wind is in your hand. Okay, now you will teach this wind. So try to do with the wind what it did with you, made with you. So just maybe move very, very softly at the beginning, of course, around yourself. Up and down, of course. You remember that your whole body can move, of course, just you are not able to run away. Yes, so around your whole body. Start move around you. Moreover, from your maybe right hand to the left, so pass it on. If you are not a very, very small child, after a certain time you can say that this is a phrase line. Yes, and how you are pass it on, how you lead during the phrase. Yes, you start the phrase line, you are leading, so you are going to somewhere, and after then there is a yes point where you arrive, but it starts again. As a musician or music teacher, I really struggle a lot this kind of phrase lines with my students, even with the bigger and more advanced student as well. So how they have to lead this. But as a small child, it's really just a wind. They can imagine that they move the wind, the annoying one. And gradually be faster and faster. Not immediately, just gradually. And you have to reach the fastest tempo ever in your life. Faster than a Paganini etude, if it's possible. Yes, gradually. And when you will reach this, I mean at the fast tempo, start running, yes, as a tree. Finally, you are able to run, but with your smaller steps, okay? So running
but with your smallest steps ever, okay? So do it very, very fast. You remember that? Fast, everywhere, 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 and start running.
Yes, if you are running with the smaller steps, it's almost you are not moving. Yes, you are just humbling. Yes. Also with older children, you know, like on the piano, if you have to play very fast tempo, of course, your fingers won't move. That's why. Or conducting. Yes, it's not a fast tempo. And it's really big challenge for a child. So also you can be slower and slower, and your tempo, yes, it's also changed a little bit. Your steps can be bigger and bigger. And like lots of very tired old men, you can start the walking. But of course, you are not very tired, yes? And Ani and me, we learned a song from a flea. Yes, we went to the flea market and we met a flea. And yes, the flea. Yes, the flea one. The very small bug. And then you have this bolha. Bolha, no, it's bolha. It's a bolha. Yes. And we have this song, moreover, this flea taught the song immediately with a dance. And wait. And it used a very strange language. But it's very easy to learn, so we will show it. We will show it. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. This is what we learned. Okay, try to memorize. It's very, but not difficult. Yes, do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. I don't think so. Now again. And it starts with the jumping. Could you realize? Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. One more time. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re. So, wait. Maybe you realize that the dance is about big steps, and we have a small step between. What kind of word? Do, re, mi, fa. Yes, between mi, fa was a very small one. And after that, fa, so was again big. Fa, mi. And then again, too big. Yes, and it was how many words? Do, re, mi, fa. But after then we repeated. And finally the so, 5. 5 different words. You know, 5 different words from a very interesting language. Yes, let's do it again. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. Now, what did you want to? You wanted to do something?
Under the water.
You would like to sing? Yeah, you're okay.
Sing and game.
So she would like to show this kind of dance and singing like it would be under the water. Look at that. With one breath. Okay. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. My goodness. How you would like to sing?
I would like to sing in a way that we are coming home and we don't want to wake our parents up. My parents are sleeping. We have to get to our room very quiet.
Oh, could you show that?
I think I have to.
Yes, yes, yes. Good. It's very nice. Yes.
I'm coming from, I held a concert and it was awesome and I managed so well and I'm so proud of myself.
Ah, good. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. I would like to run. I would like to run home, okay? Because there is a very big, fantastic cake on the table, and I would like to eat it. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. No cake.
What if we make it in three, like in waltz? A dance.
Yes.
Can you show us? Sure.
If we try together,
Je vais danser.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So advanced, so advanced. Musician, probably. In hurry also. Ah, yes, we have to. Yes. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Yes. I can sing somewhere else because it's too. I can sing like do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Can you sing with me? Do, re, mi, you know. Mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. It's not very comfortable for you, yes.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re.
Not bad. Do, re, mi, try out. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
I cannot.
Do.
On your voice. Sing. Anywhere.
Do, re, mi,
Fa, mi, re. Mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Let's try it. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re. Mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re. What? Oh, okay. Wait. New game. I am singing somewhere. And if I am singing like, you have to do this. If I'm singing somewhere, you have to do this. Good. La, la, wow. She, because she's more advanced, can use this instrument. So when she plays, don't watch. Too much. It's good. I understand. Look. Come a little bit. Look. The high is not here, yes? And the low is not here. Look. You have to lie on the keyboard, actually. Yes? And this is the low. And then the high. And then the low. Whew. So, okay, let's try to do according to that. So when you have the high, it's here. When you have the low, it's here. Okay. That. I can play on the piano. I would like to play the song what we learned from the
I learned in
flea.
the school because I have piano lesson. Because
Okay, come closer.
I can walk like really like the steps on the keys. They say you can walk anywhere up and down. My piano teacher taught me that under these two black.
We learned just 5 notes.
Yo, but look at this. Why? Because we have 5 fingers. And if I'm starting from here under that 2 black keys, I can play the melody. Look.
She
You can sing with me.
She can't.
You can stop. You can walk with me if you don't believe me.
Jo, walk with.
Too big. One small. Big, small.
Yes, but if you would like to play from here. Come.
Big, big.
It's coming the small, yes?
Small. There is nothing little, no anything between this.
Mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re.
We can use the back keys for help to get the good melody.
You know what? It's so good. The language is
I can
good.
play anywhere. I can
Not
play
you have to play
I can
anywhere,
play anywhere.
but you
Sure.
have to play.
I can do this.
You have to play. Too big.
Big, big.
Where? Just show. I know. Black one. After that, big. Help for. You have to show as well. Now it's coming the. Yes. Very full. Big. Yes. And then. And then. Again. And.
Because we have him. We can play this anywhere.
Okay, one more. Come. Where do you? Show. What one? Which one?
Nice, easy.
Not easy. No. You have to help it. And big. That's it. Pitch. And then. Very good. And then. Let's sing it again. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. Wait, could you play the whole tune? Yes. Wait, come. Yes, come closer. Come. Michelle, what are you doing? Come here. Close your eyes and listen to the music. Just close your eyes. What would you the title of this music? Variation. Oh, you are so musical. But you are a child now. What would be the title if you were a child?
A train.
Train. Good, a train.
Back and forth.
Back and forth. What else?
Grandfather and children.
Grandfather and children. Good.
Walk together.
Yes. Growing flowers. It's also, yes. So maybe Annie will play again the melody and try to move with your fingers. Okay, your hands. We can move with our whole body, but try to make the eye contact, okay? want to ask something at the end of the session? Because we have to summarize. Yeah, what?
I enjoyed the concert.
You enjoyed the concert. Yeah, this is from the Microcosmos by Bartók. So at the beginning, we had a kind of tree and wind session, you remember. And I told you that if you are a bigger child, of course, as a teacher, I can say that you lead the phrases, yes? And you start the phrase, you lead to somewhere, and after then you start again. So actually, this is the aim. But at the beginning, it's just a game with the wind. Also, this one, it's really very nice because your fingers will be really very hotter. So especially the instrumental learning. And then, yes, we made a speed up. It's also not easy, I think, for a child to realize that how you are able to gradually speed up, yes, because usually children immediately have the tempo change, but it's a learning process. Usually when we have this exercise at the beginning, we after the faster step, we immediately change and we try out. Yes, we change, but we try out different things.
And just because it's short time and in the summary, because so for example at that point when you have to change immediately something, it's really hard in music, especially for children, to change this in the piece, or you're coming from the home and play immediately in. So this kind of changing. In the previous process, you should prepare inside when you reach the tempo. Even it's not consciously you will think about this, but somehow you have to think about that, like somewhere I will change and do this. Yes? Without that, the audience should see that you preparing. Yes, and also if we say, like, for example, the wind comes and a little bit bigger wind and the storm and tornado, they are much able to feel that, to get gradually up to speed, like we just say, gradually be faster. It's really not the same.
Mm-hmm.
But if they feel that like a little wind and then like a bigger one, and they can, and really simple things, but in the warm-up we can feel so many important things, how you teach in the music lesson, or what we should know in the feeling the piece.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. So we had the small steps. This class, yes, I also told you that you are not able to conduct, for example, with this one, the 5 very fast tempo. And then we taught a song, which was actually the melody of the first Microcosmos melody. Yes, immediately with the solfa, which is actually not that kind of, how can I say, steps, what usually we have, because,
we were singing with solfa like so many times in our childhood, and we didn't know that what the solfa means.
Mm-hmm.
So we were singing all
I mean that I don't know that how is in your country.
Yes, but and then later we will learn like the steps and everything, but we had already the distance.
Yes, because of the dance, yes, immediately we realized that which are the major and minor seconds during these 5 steps. And that's why with solfa we are able to transpose this melody into lots of keys. And like
this is one of the biggest challenges to make transposition on the piano. And of course it doesn't mean that you don't have to listen, so of course, but like we go so fast, but of course that instrument is the most remarkable. We see the steps and we can understand the system. We just follow this 5-note, 5-finger hand position first piece, but of course you can teach, of course, the 7, like the 7 days of the week or something. And this transposition, really remarkable, like big steps and small steps on the piano, but you can ask that, can you hear something wrong? So it doesn't mean that pianist not supposed to have to hear.
Of course.
You, because we see the...
Yes.
Please.
And 2 other things, yes. First of all, we change the characters. you remember, which was yesterday as well, and also with the singing activity, which is also important. And the other thing that we realized that this kind of high and low, what usually we practice during the solfege classes, is completely different on the piano. It's not very easy to understand actually that if the melody is going up, this will be here on the piano, and yes, what is here actually will be on the left side. So these are actually the first steps. This is what we said on the piano. Yes.
At the beginning, you can get this experience for the children, like the whole piano is familiar for them, and not just, for example, in the first piano books. I remember I played all of the pieces in the first 2 octaves only. I really thought that I'm not able to play like here and here, because all of the pieces were there, like in the 60s, 70s. So many different books now, of course. But if they fear the distances and they can count the octaves and they're sitting in the center and they can reach, it's getting more familiar, the instrument, and not that much scary, like 100 keys, and I'm not able to. Yeah, so it's lots of things which is simple, can give to the children so many more what we think as an adult.
Yes, and the last thing, that finally we had a music listening. Yeah, so actually this not stupid but very simple melody was played, and we created, yes, the title, and as well we dance, and it would have been better to go on a little bit and dance a little bit more, but now maybe you could have a little taste from this kind of things.
And here the microcosmos, the very first, this one, please give this piano hand position. It's the most comfortable between 2 octaves for the children, and not like this hand is not comfortable or that hand. So you're playing immediately in 2 clefs, even you don't know, but after then you can teach back, like remember this clef is here, that clef is here. So like you feel you are a real pianist at the beginning, and just using in order your fingering and your fingers. So many things you can teach technical way also. And listen the solfa steps and learn the absolute solfa and the clefs, and the sitting and hand position, and training your fingertip, like which one you can try, like which one is the weakest one, like try to feel like this one or that one, and a little bit have them. And they are not symmetric to play the same melody, but we are starting with them. So lots of things you can ask them, and if they are focusing to another thing, they can improve much more from many ways than you are just keep the tempo slower, I don't know, keep the hand position, I don't know. And plus this imagination about the characters is a so important musical thing, because they can compare, like, okay, now play like an elephant, and they can keep that slow tempo and heavy, instead of they are always just starting that don't rush, and 1, 2, 1, 2. Like before you show a little bit or ask a little bit more different characters, and now imagine that elephant lullaby or something, they are able to play the slowest piece with fun.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Anniko. So thank you so much. It was really just a taster, of course. Again, appreciate that you stayed with us until the last moment. Yes, from the yesterday compensation. Okay. Yeah, okay. So
Also,
thank you so much.
Asked to present to you on behalf of those who had to leave.
Okay.
Little presents from the Mutes, the Finnish theory teachers and so on.
Thank you so much.
Light for your
And this is
dark
yes, this is what I have to, I see my daughter said that I have to go back with this kind of things, yes, because they need, yes, that is, yeah. Yes, the reflector. So thank you so much.
Thank you
So finally, yeah.
It has been a wonderful 2 days.
Thank you so much. We were very good. Yes, you have to come. We have summer courses, you know. Yeah, so maybe check the.
Summer is good here.
Yes, it's 2 weeks, but you can come for 1 week as well if you would like, and not just solfege, but choir or chamber music or pedagogy, also lots of different methodology topic, for example. So if you are interested in, you should come. We are not very far. And Kecskemét is really the island of the peace, I think. So it's good to be somewhere, yes, good to be somewhere, that point which is not about the crazy world. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You are very nice.